I believe LeBron is going to defeat former Lakers assistant Jason Kidd, Luca Doncic, and the Dallas Mavericks in the first round of the 2022 NBA playoffs, which would happen 10 years after losing to the Mavericks in the NBA Finals. The reason why that happens, it's Mavs that has gematria of 10. It is also the Suns that the Lakers would just lose to from the prior season. And it's also Davis that's got gematria 55. I believe Anthony Davis is going to face off against the Dallas Mavericks in the postseason at some point. Also, it will not surprise me if the Mavericks are the first team that the Lakers face off with a new acquisition in the playoffs from the Portland Trailblazers. It's Trailblazers that's got gematria of 53. This would also be the first opponent en route to defeating the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Luca Doncic, I believe, is going to be 0 for 3. His opponents are going to be 3 and 0. Doncic has gematria of James, having Pythagorean gematria of LeBron. Now, I think Luka Doncic wins his first playoff series in 2023. 2023 is the year of the rabbit. And Luka Doncic, you see, is born in 1999, which is the year of the rabbit. So I believe that in his fourth playoff series is when Luka Doncic, the rabbit, number 4 in the Chinese zodiac, is going to win. Dallas is gematria 13. LA is gematria 13. Losing to the Clippers twice. The Lakers, I think it's ideal for him to win in 2023 after losing 3 times in the first round. That's just me. Jason Kidd, on the other hand, his 10th playoff win would be his first with the Mavericks. This is the gematria of Mavs too. If he were to defeat LA in the first round, it'd be 13 wins, and who knows if they have the Mavericks set up to face off against the Lakers in the conference semifinals with 13 wins. I think the answer to that lies with his 15 losses. I think his 19th playoff loss is going to occur against the Lakers, who are going to embark on ultimately championship number 19 in 2023. 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and I think 1-4, and then probably 2-4 next year if I had to have a theory. LeBron wore the number 6, lost the NBA Finals with the Heat. This would be a 6th playoff series if he does face off against Dallas. I think it's starting to add up immensely. You just talk about revenge for LeBron against the Mavericks. Revenge is gematria 40. It is the LA Lakers. It's got gematria 40. The NBA's goal is going to get some revenge against Dallas. There's no doubt about it. The Dallas Mavericks having gematria of 66. LeBron's going to go 6-6 against the West to finish his career, as I've talked about before. Mavericks having gematria of 101. LeBron's going to ultimately be 10-1 at some point in the postseason with the LA Lakers. How many playoff losses is he at right now? He's at 9, so potentially 13. I think the narratives are being they're being drawn up right now. It's Kidd that has gematria of 19. The Lakers are going to win their 19th championship. He can lose his 19th playoff game if he loses in the first round to the Lakers. Jason Kidd has got gematria of NBA Finals, for example. In Masonry. In Cleveland, which LeBron left before Jason Kidd won the championship. Jason has DiMaggio 14. The Lakers' first round, LeBron's first round streak ended at 14. Jason's DiMaggio 14. Damian's DiMaggio 14. The Mavericks have played 40 seasons. Their 41st season next year. King is DiMaggio 41. 40 seasons. Revenge. The LA Lakers having DiMaggio 40, for example. 91 wins right now, their postseason record. They could win their 92nd against LeBron Ramon James. Against King LeBron Ramon James, I should say, to be more accurate. Mr. LeBron Ramon James DiMaggio. 91. That's DiMaggio coronate. In the Nets. I'm just going to make this prediction right now. I think this can happen. The 25th playoff game can happen against the Lakers. Against the LA Lakers, I should say. And then LeBron wins 4 out of 5. 5 out of 6, that is. 5 out of 6. Actually, that's 3 out of 3. That's 3 out of 4. And then that's 4 out of 5 playoff series wins against the Western Conference with the Lakers. And he last faced off against the Mavericks with the Miami. Miami's got DiMaggio 45. We got to scroll all the way up to Dallas. How many playoff wins later? How many playoff series wins later? So there it is right here. 56 and then 174. The 118 that I'm trying to figure out. Maybe that's Dallas, Texas? That is true. Dallas, Texas is DiMaggio 118. Playoff series wise, the cumulative playoff series, he's at 39 and 11 right now. The 40th playoff series win against the Mavericks is what the DiMaggio of revenge and the NBA's gold and the LA Lakers is all about. Let me scroll up to the top quickly. How many playoff games? That's 5, 10, 15, 21, 23, 27. The 28th game could happen against a team from Dallas, Texas. DiMaggio 28. That is certainly true. Eleven and 6. His 30th playoff series win. His 29th playoff series win, I should say. Since then, can happen to Dallas. If I have that right. This would be LeBron's 51st playoff series too. I think it's Dallas Mavericks that's got DiMaggio 51. Indeed. Indeed.